I thought the period in the first half, from I think 18 minutes onwards to the to half time, probably what I'd describe as a car crash. I thought defensively there we were not to the standards we need to. So there was some missed tackles there that weren't good enough. Understand they only scored a try there in the second half, but it was just that period there where it was back to back. I thought our discipline in that time, as I said, just before half time, 20-minute period there, our discipline wasn't good enough. So, but it still doesn't mean that they score those type of tries. So.
Is that as upset as you've been in charge?
In that period, yeah. Disappointed because I know the squad can be better than that, but I'll have a good look at that period. But I did, I will say that discipline and that period there was that was not good.
Was it down to anything in particular?
Yeah, put your shoulders in, make your tackles. That's all you got to do. We started really well, really strong. Some really good patches there at that start, and then just all of a sudden was a little bit of things weren't going our way. We just I think we were trying to, in particular defensively, we were trying to sort of solve it on our own instead of making our tackles and working together. So as I said, that period there, that was the game.
How much of a setback is the reshuffling that you had to do with Carl Ablett pulling out?
It wasn't good. It would have been nice to have a little bit more experience. That right edge is going to keep having teams testing him or testing them. So that's not going to go away until they until we sort of get some stability in there. Week to week, that'd be nice. We've changed that, and it's probably exposed an area there which we've just got to keep working on. But just having the players there week in, week out, as in those positions, so it was hard. Would have been nice. Carl, he's got a lot of experience. Probably would have helped us out there today. But as I said, we're still the players that we selected there was I was confident that they would able to do a job. Young Harry there, scored a very good try. He's only a young kid, but certainly that's a positive.
Were you satisfied in an element of your response you got from your team in the second half? I mean, your defence seemed to really tighten up and you competed a lot stronger for the whole of the second period. Yeah, look, the try, well, probably shouldn't have scored that. They're only trying the second half. So, yes, I was. The players weren't happy in the position, but I still felt that, if we were able to sort of, get a try, that would actually, I thought it would snowball. But as I said, that try was, just catch the ball. Don't allow them to have a second shot at the ball, and then it was on the ground. And yes, I was happy with the second, but it's just that 20 minutes there before half time. I think I've spoken about that in different times in the games here when it's on the line. We need to nail that, and we didn't tonight.
There was a lot of similarities with the performance last week against Wakefield. I mean, do you need to sort of look to drop players or rotate the squad?
Well, I thought I did at the, I wanted to start big, and I had Mikolai start. Adletsky there, he started there with Nate. I thought Nate had a very good game. Trent had a very good game. So look, what we're trying to build for, I thought that was nice and strong. But and I'll keep looking at that. I'll have a good look at that game. It's that 20-minute period. That wasn't good enough. And as a coach, I'll have a good look at that, whether it's player individually or whether it's an area there in our team that needs to be rectified.
The halves also seem to struggle to control the game. I mean, do you think they just need more time? It's a new halves partnership. I think they need more time together.
I think any partnership there, when it's obviously first year, but just thought in the second half there we probably went away from what we've been practicing as well. I didn't think we were clinical enough. I thought that's when our halves can come into the game there. Obviously get us to the positions we need to. We showed that in the first half when we had a bit of ball and we were able to sort of pull them apart quite easy. But I'll go back to that 20 minutes before. You know, again, that the second 20 minutes in the first half wasn't good enough, and that's where we lost the game.
Is that a mental or a physical thing, David, do you think?
I think in times there was, when I say not mentally, but I think discipline at the times. It's just focus. That's what our game does. They put you in those situations, and we just got to. And what we practice during the week, we actually had a scenario, and a similar scenario there, and just the main thing was that come out of that in training was just to stick to what we've been doing really well. You know, stick to our game plan. Don't go away from it. There was a couple of times there we did, but the other thing was that discipline. So if we had an error or we didn't sort of complete a set, we had we had a penalty on the back of that. So it was either back-to-back errors, or it was, you know, an error on with a penalty after that. So that's not going to help any team.
And how do you rectify it? I mean, it's a tough one to ask, isn't it? But you've got a squad. That's your squad you've got to go with. How do you work at putting it right?
Well, have a good look at it first, and you know, I know there were some moments there that we probably should have nailed a bit better. So again, I'll be able to show that to the team there to improve. I think our biggest area there, I think, is discipline. You know, there was a couple of high shots, you know, which didn't help us at all. It actually lifted them out of their end quite cheaply. Probably a couple of kicks too. So there were some areas there that I can rectify straight away. And we just got to have that mentality there of sticking to what we do well, and obviously get to the end of our sets.
Is that a tougher job than you expected when you took over?
It'd be nice to have a couple more wins. We've had some opportunities to do so, but yeah, I think I knew what I was in for. Most certainly there, you know, the squad there and the improvements there they need to make. I'll say straight up here that you know, defensively there, making your tackles is one, the number one actually, and that we've seen that in the last 2 weeks. So I'll have a look at some of those individuals and just see why. But you know, conceding those points in that period of the game there, that's what lost us. So we need to improve that. At the moment, not this week, but just having a look at. I need to. This is fifth. You know, the 5th, 6th week there where I've just had a really good look at the team there in those moments. So it's my job there to analyse that, analyse the play, analyse the players. So I'm not going to comment here in the press conference. I'm going to keep looking at how we can improve the squad or strengthen it.